Mission of the day. Get a diff, get it welded, and we'll see where we go from there. Look at this 2002. Like this video to make Nick give me that 2002 because it's just sitting here. Leave a like. Tell him Nick, give Micah the 2002. Tell him stop playing. Uh-oh, almost coming. Oh, it's Brian. What's going on, Oma? Nick finally woke up.
I've been awake, fool.
Nick just woke up like 2 minutes ago.
I've been awake since like 7.
That's too early. What's the matter with you? Alright, so Nick and I, like I told you guys, are headed up to go find the differential out in the desert. A small update real quick on Nick's E36.
Nothing.
There you go, people. For those of you who've been asking in the comment section.
Still stuck.
Still nothing yet. I want to bring you part 2 of that video, but I want to wait until they can at least get a legit update. I mean, if we get the update that, hey, nothing's ever going to work out, then we'll post the video.
Yeah.
If we get an update where things actually do turn out, that'd be a way sicker video to show you guys, I think. How's it going?
Okay, when it warms up a bit.
It's getting warm out here, huh?
Yeah. It's about 108 at the moment.
Yeah, jeez, it's gonna be warm today. Yeah, even the cactus are dying. Oh, in the same spot. 2 left, huh?
Yeah.
2 of them. I'm wondering which one we should grab. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing, just the flange up front is different, huh?
For me, when I ran ours, I have the circle flange because the drive shaft shop told us to bore out these a bit bigger because they couldn't get the patent to make the drive shaft.
Right, this is the one I usually run all the time.
That one sounds a bit.
I feel like that extra slop would be the death of my differential real fast because of how much power.
It's gonna keep smacking it like a impact, like dot, 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 dot.
Right, and I want to get rid of that slop. That's the whole point of getting the new axles and everything. Alright, we'll just take this one though. I think we're going to take the one with the less slop in it because with the clutches dumping and things like that, you don't want the gears hitting each other too much. Kind of want everything to be a little tighter so that you're not constantly jarring the pinion and ring gear into each other really, really hard. Flange shape's a little different, but it's not gonna make or break us at all. I think we'll still be fine with just using that one. So we'll go with the one with less play in it, and then we'll go have one of our buddies weld it up. You're gonna die. Oh my God. It is so freaking hot out here. I don't have a temperature gauge on my truck that shows the outside temperature, but I'm pretty sure it's easily over 100.
Oh yeah.
Way over 100. And you're wearing a freaking jacket right now. We went with the square flange because of the fact that it had a lot less slop in it. It does have a slight leak, but it really shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we can seal it up. It looks like it's been leaking over like a long period of time, which kind of entails that it's not a serious leak. It's just kind of one of those things that's been going on for a while and nobody ever fixed it. No big deal.
Who would drift this route?
You want me to drift this one? Here, hold this. We'll drift it exiting, huh?
Alright.
But anyways, we went with that flange because of the less slop. It didn't have as much backlash between the input and the ring gear, or the pinion and ring gear, so that should definitely help us out.
Just don't hit those mailboxes.
Let's get this right here.
Get it. Ooh.
Your boy! drifting.
Yeah, boy.
I told you fools you can drift anything. Stop playing.
Hey, where's your hydro?
It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
AKA nowhere.
You got an angle kit on this?
Yeah, bro. It's got a fat angle kit. It's got coilovers and a hydro. It works so good. You have to get this stuff in order to be able to drift. And my diff's welded. No, it's not. It's open. Big old Ford F-250 can drift. Fools running around telling people they need angle kits and this and this and that. Get out of my life. What's your opinion on that, Nick?
I drift an automatic wagon.
You got an angle kit?
Nope.
You got a welded diff though.
I do have a welded diff.
Do you have a hydraulic handbrake?
I do not.
Do you have coilovers?
I do not. There's lowering springs.
It sounds like your car is pretty much set up the way I tell people to set their cars up. Throw a welded diff in it, lowering springs, cut your springs. Go have a good time. Does your e-brake work?
It actually does.
Your stock handbrake?
Yeah, my stock handbrake works.
Which any stock handbrake can work if you know how to make it work.
If you know how to work on a car.
Just freaking make your stock handbrake work. You don't need to go get a hydraulic handbrake. Don't get me wrong, those things help you. I feel like I'm like a broken record. I'm sick and tired of people on the internet telling you guys that you need to do this, this, and this before you can drift your car. It's just not true. Go drive. Go have fun and drive. There'll be plenty of time the rest of your life to build a race car. Like,
yeah.
why are you gonna spend it? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you don't need all that stuff. That stuff helps. Absolutely, it helps. It makes a huge difference. But you don't need it to learn the fundamentals of drifting or to even be able to drift. Rant over. Gosh, piss me off, man. What the hell's wrong with you people? Hey Micah, why is your video all about you jumping in and out of your truck and going places? That's a major part of building a race car. So we're gonna head over to Israel's house to get the differential welded up at his house. Then we'll be taking it home. After we get it home, we're gonna be pulling out the axles, the old ones, installing the new ones, putting in the new diff flanges in the differential, and then put the diff back in the car, and then wait for a moment to test it. I've had a couple people say stuff in the comment section about welded diff versus limited slip. What do I like better? Well, I prefer a welded differential. Reasoning is welded differentials are a lot cheaper, welded differentials are a lot more predictable, and open differentials are more dime a dozen. They break, you throw them away, you get another one. Well, how does a welded diff and a limited slip differ? Well, for those of you out there who don't know too much about differentials, the differential was invented because when cars would take corners, the wheel on the outside of the turn would turn faster, and the wheel on the inside of the turn would turn slower because they're covering different amounts of ground. Now, when they do this and you have them locked together, the outside wheel spinning at a longer rate and a faster speed is now forcing the inside wheel to spin, which in a sense breaks traction, wears out tires, and wears out other parts in the drivetrain. So how do we prevent that? We create an open differential. There's a lot of really good videos out there on how an open differential works. Essentially, it only allows you to put power to one tire. So you see people doing burnouts and they call it peg leg, like a pirate. They call it an open diff. They call it one wheel pill. Like, there's all kinds of different nicknames and stuff that people call these things. But essentially what it allows you to do is take that corner and let that inside wheel spin slower and let the outside wheel spin faster. Now, when you have a limited slip differential, depending on which one you have, it works on a clutch system, the BMW ones. So, at a high rate of speed, the clutch engages, locking both wheels together. So when you're high up on the throttle, or your wide open throttle, your differential's locking together with the limited slip. But when you go slow and you're off throttle and you're turning around the corner, the differential opens up, allowing it to act as a open differential. Can you weld a limited slip differential? No, you cannot, because you cannot access the spider gears that are within that allow the differential to do its thing where it has one spin faster and the other spin slower. So what you do is you get an open differential. The spider gears are exposed. You weld all the spider gears together. Again, that's just a mechanism that allows the wheels to spin at different speeds. You weld that together, and now you have what people call a welded differential. And so, the welded differential allows both tires to spin at the same speed. When you throw the car into a corner and you're coming into it, The limited slip differential, once you lift off the throttle, opens up, essentially giving you more traction when your car is off throttle. Once you get back on throttle, the differential locks back up, allowing you to spin both tires at the same speed. With a welded differential, you get on throttle, you throw the car into the corner off throttle, and the differential is still locked together the entire time. So the car always acts the same. It's very, very, very consistent, whereas a limited slip differential has the ability to not be so consistent. So it makes it a little bit easier to drive a welded differential than it does a limited slip differential. And again, they're cheaper. I'm a fan of welded differentials. I'm not that big of a fan of limited slips. Maybe it's because I've never had a really good limited slip differential, but hey, for now, my pocket's gonna afford welded diffs, so we're gonna continue on that track. Let's cover this topic real quick, because this is a total fib. There's a bunch of people running around talking about, I'm gonna say that often, there's a bunch of people, because I'm not here to burn anybody's names or take anybody and run them through the gutter. What I'd like to do is just inform you based off of my experience. So, with that being said, there's a bunch of people running around talking about how a welded differential is the worst thing you can do for a daily, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I wouldn't say it's the worst thing. Is it terrible on your tires? Yes. Does it make your car extremely difficult to drive when it's whatever for the daily? No, I wouldn't say so. I used to have a car, an E30 to be exact, an 87, that was a welded differential, cut springs with a skid plate, and I would race it through the canyons with my friends, and I'd go a hell of a lot faster than all of them with their coilovers and their limited slip differentials and blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, a lot of it has to factor in with driving skill, like me being a better driver than them helped out a lot. But fact is that you can take these things, you can get comfortable with them, and they can work for you. I would say that a welded differential is absolutely a dailyable, if that's a word, if you will, a dailyable differential setup. I did it for a long time. I still do it with my race car. I've been doing it in my cars since my very first car, which was the E30 chassis. It was fine. I didn't have any problems. When you get into the rain, yeah, it gets a little slippery, but you're a drifter. Learn how to handle it. You guys got this, man. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Blood your diffs. Get out and start sliding. That's like one of the best things you can do to your car when you're learning how to drift, is get a differential. You can even buy two of them. I have friends who have two differentials. Frankie, they have one that's an open differential, and then they have one that's a welded differential. A diff swap isn't that difficult. You can do it fairly fast if you have all the right tools. I don't know, think about it. You go out for the weekend to the track, throw a welded diff in it. You come home, put the open back in it. I can almost guarantee you though, after you put the welded diff in, you're not gonna wanna take it out. You're gonna stay with welded diffs for a while. So, are they dailyable? Yes. Do they kill your tires? Yes. Does it put a little bit more strain on your powertrain? A little bit. Should you do it? I think so. I think you should definitely do it. It's definitely worth it. It definitely helps out driving a lot. And it makes the car way easier to drift. Do you need it to drift? No. It's just a totally different feel. Try it out. Find someone, if you have a homie who has a welded diff, hop in that fool's car, go for a ride. If you're lucky enough, he'll let you take it out for a drive or for a lap or whatever, and you can really feel it. It makes drifting a lot easier. Get one, try it. You tell me your opinion. If you got an opinion on a welded diff, put it below. If you hate it, comment below. If you love it, comment below. Tell me what you run in your car. I want to know. I want to know what's out there. I want to know what everybody's up to. Again, guys, I don't know everything. I have so much to learn. I have so much to learn, but I do know quite a bit because I've been driving for quite some time now. Since around 2010 is when I got my license, and then I started drifting almost right away, and then other things happened, and then I started drifting again. This is what I know. This is my opinion. Some of it's fact for sure, but there's a little bit more opinion in there when it comes to. The fact is, a welded diff will make you slide a lot easier. The opinion is, it's not that bad for daily driving. What's going on, man? How you doing? Good. Hot out, huh?
Yeah. Over 100.
Israel, the man who's gonna weld a diff for us, the man who also welded a diff for us on Buds on Budget. So I got the fuel for us, and the diff's right there. We gotta drain it, and then I got cleaner. And I also got Red Bull. All right, so real quick, we're gonna be welding this differential up. Step 1, I'll just run you through steps real quick, just real fast jump cut stuff. Step 1, remove the back cap and drain the oil out. The reason we're removing the back cap is because we're gonna be welding it anyways, and we don't have this giant Allen key. So remove the back cap, drain the oil out. So step 2, remove all the oil off the gears. Step 3, which is optional and debatable, and people do things different, which is totally fine. You can either fill the differential casing with water until it gets just below the spider gears and weld it so none of your slag gets all over the place, or you can be gangster about it like Israel and I are and just weld it straight up like this. Step 4, which is very optional. You can measure and cut out a plate to weld in between these 4 gears, these spider gears here. It'd fit right in here, you'd weld it in, or you can just weld the gears to each other and then like the gears to the housing, and nothing will really move. But we're gonna go with the plate situation so that that absolutely does not come apart and that we break flanges again instead of breaking welds. Step 5, after cutting the flat stock, now you gotta prep it so it sits in there nice and well. Step 6, fit the plate in there, make sure everything's good, and start welding. You can start by welding the gears together first, and then after you have a good little base weld, throw the plate in and weld the plate to the gears. So just to be clear, this is what it should look like when you weld the gears together. Now we're gonna add the plate. So Israel's helping out with this welded diff situation. You guys should really go give this guy a follow on Instagram. This is his awesome Corolla. This is all spray painted by hand, like everything's spray painted on here. Totally did it all in the backyard. Just a sick little front wheel drive Corolla, dude. So dope. Just freaking comment below, show Israel some love so I can tell him, yo, these fools love you. They're saying thank you for helping me out. His car's sick, go follow him. We were just talking about going up to our local mountains out here and doing some driving videos, maybe play some challenges up there on the roads. It'll be a lot of fun. Go give Israel a follow, dude. This guy's so selfless, just always down to help. And a sick Corolla at top of that. Step 7, admire the hell out of Israel's work. It looks so good right now. It's like a giant block now. This is one way that you can do it here with the plate and all welded in. And then on the other side, we're gonna show you another way you can do it, which will just be welding the gears together. We won't be adding the plate. So we'll show you both ways on this differential, on plated and non-plated. The splines on the output shafts here to the gear is what's stripped. So what Israel and I are talking about is putting the new M3 ear tabs into this differential and then throwing a weld here on the spider gear to the output shaft there, so that those have less likely of a chance to strip. The problem is we'll never be able to take those out, which honestly there's no reason to even take them out. No, the only reason that we would take any of this stuff out would be to replace the ring and pinion. But again, these differentials are dime a dozen, so it doesn't even matter. If the ring and pinion breaks, get another one. It's not that big of a deal. But to save us some time and reliability, we'll end up throwing a weld here later when we get the new M3 flanges in. They're supposed to come in today. They didn't come in today. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish the process completely in this episode. Ooh, so this is what it looks like when you just weld the gears, which is more than enough strength in itself. You really don't need to add the plates.
No, we could either weld this to the casing, but
right, you can just
the plate's on the other side already, so
you can get super gnarly. But this is what it looks like when you weld just the gears, which is super nice. Again, we want to leave it open so that we can get to those input shafts, or the output shafts rather. It's pretty much what you got to do. But thank you, Israel. E36 has a differential again, and it's welded thanks to Israel. Again, go show this guy some love, dude. You have to show him love. Comment below, tell him he's cute.
My what?
Tell him you're cute.
You're cute?
You're cute.
I'm cute.
All right, so the diff is all welded up. We pulled the old tabs out. Pretty much the only thing that's hanging on is about this much of the spline. So we're gonna do the trick tomorrow or the next day and weld the actual spline in there to the spider gears, so it eliminates the possibility of this really slipping. Again, you won't be able to remove them, but it doesn't even matter because differentials are disposable items. So again, huge shout out to Israel over here for helping out. Thank you again, man. We're gonna come back with you guys at part 2 where we'll actually finish it off, install it, and probably take it for a test drive.
Yep, some burnouts.
Yes, burn out some donuts.
Donuts.
So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to go give Israel some love. Show him love in the comments. Go follow him on Instagram and tell him what's up.
If you need any tips, welded, anything.
Israel.
Let me know.
All right, guys. See you later.